Here's a 2nd and 12.
All right, here we go.
Throwing now, Vic. That's the tight end, Morale Cox. And mark him down up beyond the 30.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Vic. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
This has really just been the story of the entire game. They just seem out of sync, don't they? I mean, they desperately need to find a way to just get some points on the scoreboard, any way it takes. They don't complete on the deep pass there, but keep shooting for it, because at some point, something's going to break your way, and they desperately need it.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw, here's Vic. A dive and a catch. Incredible. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a 1st down. Now, Vic. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They're trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
From the 1, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Touchdown, Dallas. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. To the right side, he's got Hopkinson, his tight end. Here now, 3rd and 5. Now the shotgun, Mayfield. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Cowboys offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a 1st down. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. not be a spike. He faked it. So, points at a premium. Defensive battles. Third down and 9. To throw is Vic. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Oh, yeah. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. There we go. To the air. It's Vic. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short. Only need a yard, and it's fourth down. Trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a Cowboys first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only they the ones that
shit.
the defense knew it was coming and still couldn't
Good
stop.
night,
They'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be taken down. And now at 1:52, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout. Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is first and goal.
That shit. Oh, I waited for it. Oh,
take it in. Middle of the end zone.
I'll take it.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
I will
Extra
take it.
point try forthcoming. It's up and through. And the Cowboys will take a 14-6 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just...
Yo, he one-handed that.
It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Back to the air once more on 2nd down.
Dangerous.
That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Nearly gave the ball back to his offense with a short field to work with, and Tell you what, if I'm this defensive coordinator, I'm going to have all my guys on the jugs machine this week after practice, because when the quarterback gives you a gift like that, you've got to
There you go, baby.
into space. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon.
And that should all but put this one away, Mike. And we've had some big plays throughout this game, but none bigger than that one right there. They score on the long touchdown, and that makes this a 2-possession game here late.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense about ready to take over once more. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. To throw is Mayfield. Right side, complete to Nakua. 2nd and 6 coming up. Here's Mayfield. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. That is incomplete. Here we go. There goes what could be their final play. It's 4th down. They'll go. Mayfield. He's got a man. That's Nakua.
They actually got that.
And he's going to pick up the Vikings' first down. That was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. To throw is Mayfield. That is incomplete. So the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. Here comes 2nd down. Back to the air. It's Mayfield. Sending it deep. Looking for Osborne. And that final throw here is intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
get into a match here soon. I know we are. Here, let's cancel and redo the whole thing again. All right. See, fanny match. Man, it's freaking cold in my house. Jesus.
Well, first opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Well, it's obvious this is a really difficult situation for the guys who have to defend right now, but they can flip the whole script. If they can hold them to a field goal attempt or less, they actually gain the momentum and take it away from the offense after a great return.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now back to throw.
Shit.
Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown.
Oh, I don't like that camera.
Antonio Gates from 8 yards out. And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. Throwing now, Stewart. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man, complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Cowboys. Andre Johnson, 88 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated
Nope, I even called him
yesterday
yesterday, actually.
Their last time out looking to repeat
Yep,
that
he didn't even
Charles'
answer.
defense. They were very frustrated
No.
after giving up 6.
I told you
the
he
last time on
sounded
the
drunk
field.
that night when he
And
called
frankly,
me.
it's
And
just
he
a
was
battle of
telling me
wills in
all
a lot of
this.
ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific
Yeah, you want me to
outcomes
take
in
that.
mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Right,
Here's 2nd and 8.
right.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Right.
They're going to look to throw.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Joe Flacco.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
First carry for the Hall of Famer Emmitt Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Emmitt Smith, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Hopefully we don't catch
kickoff
any
unit
errors.
is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Earlier, I caught an error. And it did the same, so.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well in the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Here we go.
They'll set up to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked by Nick Vigil. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Smith trying to run for it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Aaron Jones
From 4 yards out.
and the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have
Chris Johnson, nobody in front of him.
He may go.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Johnson, 70 yards.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in
Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. They run up the middle with Emmett. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So after 3 drives that ended touchdown, 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 they get bogged down on drive number 4.
Yeah, I don't know how excited you would be on the other side of the ball that they finally didn't score. You know, you're happy, of course, but at the same time, did you have that much to do with it, or did they just get tired?
Maybe it's just a sense of relief at this point.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Forced out to his left.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Johnson. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Stewart sets to throw.
And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Stewart. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw it with Stewart. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
Bro, I bet they're arguing. Oh, he already quit.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Tim Tebow.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on fourth down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball.
What's up, Spain?